So you've been there, right? You've tried to create a realistic photo with an AI, and what you get back looks like, well, a shiny plastic doll. If that sounds familiar, you are in the right place. Today, we are going to ditch that fake look for good and learn how to create some truly stunning, hyper-realistic images.
It's so frustrating, isn't it? You type in a prompt for what you think is a simple portrait, and what you get is something straight out of the uncanny valley. You know, the skin has this weird glow, there are strange digital artifacts all over it, and the whole thing just screams computer-generated. But listen, the problem isn't you, it's the AI's default setting.
And this slide really breaks it down perfectly. On the left, you've got all those telltale signs of a fake AI image. That weird AI glow, skin that's way too smooth, and that glossy 3D render look. But the stuff on the right, that's our goal. True realism lives in those little details. You know, visible skin pores, the subtle asymmetries in a real human face, and the beautiful texture of actual film grain.
To understand how to fix this, it kind of helps to know how we got here. I mean, just a few years ago, we were deep in what you could call the plastic era. It was infamous for those waxy faces. Then we got a little smarter and learned to fight back with things like negative prompts. But now we've entered a whole new phase, the camera emulation era. And the big takeaway here is that we have more control than ever before. And that control starts with what is probably the single most important mental shift you need to make. Seriously, you have to stop thinking of yourself as an artist telling the AI to draw something. Instead, from now on, you are a photographer. You're operating a powerful virtual camera, and you just need to learn how to give it the right settings.
And this whole virtual camera thing, it really just breaks down into 3 super simple steps. First, you choose your lens. Are you going for a wide shot with a 35mm or something more intimate with a portrait lens? Second, you pick your film. Do you want those warm classic tones of something like Kodak Portra 400? And third, you set your aperture. A wide-open f1.8 is going to give you that beautiful blurry background that we all love.
So instead of just typing photo of a woman, your prompt now starts with real technical language. And you want to get specific, mentioning a real camera model, like the Canon EOS R5. It grounds the AI in reality. It basically forces it to look at its training data on actual photographs, not just a bunch of digital art.
Okay, so you've got your virtual camera set up. Awesome. Now it's time to fight the AI's other really bad habit, its obsession with perfection. See, the AI wants to make everything smooth and symmetrical and perfectly lit, and that, right there, is exactly what makes it look so fake.
This is the core idea. Think about it. Real life has flaws. It has texture. It has messy light. So the real secret to realism, counterintuitively, is to ask for imperfections. We actually need to tell the AI to make our images a little bit, well, a little bit ugly.
And this is where the language we use has to completely change. You know, the old advice was to use words like 8K or Unreal Engine. Well, now those words are actually triggers for a fake CGI look. The new language of realism, it uses terms like film grain, natural window light, and even something like amateur photo.
Here's a list you can start using right now. Seriously, just start adding these to your prompts. Ask for visible skin pores and flyaway hairs. Use words like candid or amateur snapshot. Adding something like slight motion blur tells the AI that this was a real moment, captured in time, not some sterile render that was posed for eternity.
All right, you're already miles ahead of most people. But now we're going to get into the advanced stuff, the 2 secrets that will separate your work from everyone else's and give you consistently, truly breathtaking results. The first pro hack is the negative prompt. And let me be clear about this. This is not optional, it's mandatory. This is where you explicitly tell the AI everything you don't want to see. Think of it like you're building a fence around your image to keep all those cartoonish 3D render tendencies out.
And here is your starter pack. Just copy and paste this list right into your negative prompt field. By forbidding words like cartoon, plastic, waxy, and yep, even 8K, you are actively killing that default AI look before it even has a chance to show up. And now for the big one. This might look a little strange, but I promise you, it is unbelievably powerful. Start your prompt with a fake camera file name, something like img_4358.cr2. That .cr2 at the end, that's the raw file format from a Canon camera. So why on earth does this work? It's actually a brilliant little hack. By starting with the file name, you trick the AI. It thinks it's analyzing an existing photographs data. So it switches its brain from digital artist mode to photo analyst mode, which immediately activates all of its most photorealistic programming. It's amazing.
Okay, we have covered a ton of ground. We've got the camera concept, the beauty of adding flaws, and the pro hacks. So now, let's put it all together into a single, structured formula you can use every single time to get great results.
And listen, the order here actually matters. You want to start with a camera or medium, that's your file name hack. Then describe the subject, the environment, the lighting, and you finish with those all-important texture details like film green. Following this structure just helps the AI process your request in a much more logical way.
And here it is. This is the proof. Just look at the difference here. The before prompt is what most people start with, right? Woman, 8K, detailed. And the result, plastic. But the after prompt uses our entire formula. It kicks off at the file name hack, it specifies the camera and lens, it uses natural light, it adds texture, and, crucially, it blocks all the fakeness with a negative prompt. The difference is absolutely night and day.
So there you have it. You're no longer a victim of the AI's default style. You now have the keys to the virtual camera and the secrets to creating images that look absolutely real. So the only question left is, what will you create?